Hey guys, this is DizzyAngelDemon. If you're watching this, thank you very much. This is going to be part 1 of the series on painting my Dread Knight for Super Dungeon Explorer. So if you're watching, you can see that I have my Dread Knight base painted or primed in black, and I'm currently applying a base coat of Ketchin Green. That's a Citadel color, that's the old name for it. I will have a link in my description to my site where I will post all the new current names for it. Now I'm moving on to English Uniform Green by Vallejo. Let me just check here if I can find it on my desk. Yeah, that's 70.921 is the color number. And what I'm going through here is just highlighting the little lines on the feather and just makes them pop a little bit better. You want to make sure that you water down your colors, like not too much, but enough that it's going to go on nice and thin. You probably noticed in a few places I could have thinned my colors down a bit better. It's just easier to work with, you don't get as much buildup. I wasn't exactly too sure what I was going to do with this feather. I mean, I knew I wanted it to look like a peacock feather. I didn't want it to be the typical, like, I don't know, pine green colors or turquoise or anything like that. I wanted it to be a bit more muted. So I was using more of, like, I guess you would say military greens or khakis. And here I switched to my next layer is Japanese Uniform Green by Vallejo. Trying to look for it on my desk also. I don't know where anything is. It's like, yeah, if I see it after, I'll give you the number for that. Oh, here it is. I've been working on the Dread Knight for like 2 days or whatever. Well, a day and a half or so. So I have paints and whatnot all over my desk. It's called Japan Uniform World War II, and that's 70923. And I applied that a little bit further onto the tips than the English uniform color, just kind of highlighting some more and just giving it more depth, I guess. Again, I was kind of just playing with this, wasn't really sure where I was going with it, had a general idea, and moved on to Gretchen Green. This is another Citadel color. It's one of their older colors, and it's 68-14. I don't know if it's still that number, but I will post on my blog all the new Citadel colors, the names for them, and if the color's discontinued, I'll let you know on there as well. I just don't know the new names off by heart. I have all the old line of colors. They're still perfectly fine, so that's what I'm using till they run out or dry up. And again, I just keep applying layers to draw a little bit. The layers are like a little bit further when I paint closer to the edge of the feathers, what are the tips, just to kind of brighten that up and creating like depth and highlight and whatnot. It's quite subtle, that's what I'm going for. I don't want anything, like I don't want to see the transition between paint lines, so I'm trying to make it really subtle and just blend it up gradually. What to say? Yeah, this is my first time painting in front of a camera. It was a bit of a challenge. I'm just using my webcam on a little tabletop tripod, and I have it positioned between me and the figure, and it's pointing down at my mat on the table, on my computer desk. I like to paint on at my computer desk, even though I have a paint station in the other corner of my room. I just prefer to sit here and listen to music, watch programs. I've been watching X-Files again, like re-watching the X-Files again, like mad lately, and that's really great when I paint. Part of the reason that I'm not just showing live footage is because of that. I like to listen to things and that, and because of, like, you know, copyright notices, whatever, I don't want the audio being taken down from my video, and I'd rather just, you know, let you know what's going on in that. Also, I had to speed this up a lot, otherwise you're going to be sitting through a long video. This was already a lot longer than I wanted, but it's pretty much as short as I could get it without cutting out too much. Well, I didn't really cut out anything, I just sped it up. Right here I'm moving on to the that, like, disc or circle ornament at the top of the peacock feather. And again, I'm switching brushes here to my insane detailer. It's a Army Painter brush. I really like these brushes. They're a great price, and you know, they're really good for beginners. I think they're a great value for what you're getting. Now here I switched to the Army Painter's War Paints in Monster Brown. I probably should have gone with something a bit more yellow. I didn't want to go with straight up yellow because, again, I'm trying to make it more muted, but I wanted, when I got done, I felt like it should have been a bit more yellow, so I might go back with the yellow and make that pop a little bit more later. I'm now painting at the very tips of the feathers with camel green. Just want to make that pop some more, bring out the green color some. I think it was the camel green that I used that I found was actually a little bit too... No, it wasn't camel green. There was one green that I used at one point. I thought it was just too lime green. I think it might have been scorpion green. I don't remember for sure if I actually used it or not. We'll see anyway. I just got done editing this. You would think that I would remember, but... And ultramarine blue in the war paints. And that's going to be for the blue dot at the top of the feather. I really don't know what to call it. These are scale colors. I love, love, love these colors. It's they're by scale 75, and they're fairly new, I think, to the American market. I'm starting to see them in more places, online anyway. I don't know about in stores too much, but if you can get these, I highly recommend them. They've got really great coverage. I've yet to have a yellow paint cover as good as the scale color paints do. You can go right over black with this yellow and it covers. It's just amazing. They're matte. See there, I do use the scorpion green. Although it doesn't look that green on camera, it was way too much of a lime green. I didn't like it too much. But back to the scale colors, yeah, they're a really matte, really intensely pigmented color. They're kind of thick, and they're just really, really great. I should actually do a full review on them, let you guys know about it. Yeah, this scorpion green, I thought kind of, yeah, it was just too bright, and it took away a lot of my other colors. I think I applied too much of it also, but I managed to salvage things in the end. At least I think so. I hope you'll let me know what you think. Time for a drink of coffee. Don't mind me. And it's a lot of the same thing with this feather. It's just building up the color in different shades. And basically I start off with a dark color, moving to a brighter color at the tips. Now, because I thought that the scorpion green was too bright, I went ahead with one of the War Paints inks in the green shade, or green tone, And I was trying to bring that down some, but again, I think it just kind of washed out a lot of the work I did before. So you could probably leave out the scorpion green and the wash, although I do find at the end that I like the results. I like where I took it. It's kind of like those mistakes that work. So I decided to go back with the camel green and just try to bring that back down to more of a muted green instead of just that in your face straight up lime green of scorpion green. As you can see there, I brought it down quite a bit. There we go, focused. That was another issue. I couldn't be in autofocus. My camera wouldn't stay focused, so I kind of just put it to where I tend to work and try to keep it focused as best I can. So that's pretty much it. That's how it turned out. Let me know what you thought in the comments below, and thanks for watching.